And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, and of course co-leader of the team, still unboomable real life leader, is Miss Boom Bitch Angie, alongside all of our other leaders, friends, family, brothers and sisters of Boom, and everybody. Awesome. So last video it was a short video. I just wanted to go ahead and get everything off my chest as far as about the Hopper network. Okay, so there, I've said it. If you're curious about my opinion about how to about it, watch the last video. This one, we're just going to look at the op. Here we go. So we started Forlorn Hope. Obviously, you can see that we didn't beat it. You know, that's okay. We were just kind of looking to see it. You know what I mean? We just wanted to kind of see what it was going to be like. We were really disappointed that we didn't get any barbed wire. Very disappointed. I was, personally. You know, but here we go. We did get some hoppers over. I do want to give special shout outs to Sam85. He helped out with some notes. He volunteered to help out with that, so we appreciate that. BR92, you know, he was a big supporter of Sam85, but the two of them, you know, they're clearly friends in real life. I believe they said as much. I was going to make some jokes about BR92, about him being Welsh, but apparently he's not really Welsh, and it was Sam85 who told me, and I was going to go off on a tangent about Welsh jokes, but, you know, if he's not really Welsh, whatever. Let's just look at the op. For once, stay on focused, None Defense, and just talk about the operation. So here we go. This is Boomtown. You know, I like to see operations, you know, watch them kind of, you know, and I hate watching like YouTube videos, you know, just the fast ones where they show just the whole, just the replay. I like to just kind of see it live, be aware of what was going on in context of the conversations, things of that nature. So what was going on here in real life is this was just a hopper, and he I can't remember if he like communicated this one or whatever, but you know, he kind of had a good idea of what was going on. So, and clearly he had a good attack. As you can see, he cleared off all of these rockets, got rid of those cannons. You know, at this point, I definitely would have threw a barrage right there or something. I mean, it was just sitting there. You know, just go ahead and clear that spot off for your, you know, for your teammates. I know they could run a barrage, but hell, you're already here. You know, like we could have, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been better. Just saying. Just saying, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But I definitely would have found a way to get a barrage off right there. King Kong on Phobos. Thank you so much, King Kong, for bringing your second account, Prince Kong, over as well. If memory serves, you weren't entirely satisfied with this attack. We are watching it in fast forward, so let's see what's going on. Okay, doing the Zuka drop. Gotta get our smokes out. Sorry about the lag there. Smoke, 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 smoke. Okay. All the way back there. 1, 2, trace. Endo shock launcher. Yeah, okay, that was good. Thank you, Kong. Thank you. Thank you so much. We enjoy it. So Kong was alright because, you know, he was one of the ones that came over kind of early, you know, before the op started, and, you know, actually participated in conversating of understanding that we have control of multiple accounts and we can do whatever. So he was like, well, here, let me bring my second over, and, you know, I'll kind of help set up, so we appreciate that. Sloppy Seconds, he was a hopper as well. When the hoppers come over, I like to just kind of let them just do, you know, whatever it is that they're going to do, because I've learned that just trying to communicate with them is often much more of a headache than it's worth. And everybody who says, I forget who it was, I think it was Sam. Yeah, you know, Sam was like, oh, and you can use Zukas to clear mines. Like, yeah, you totally can. You totally can. But, you know, again, when you have access to low levels, you know, who got nothing better to do than to throw a bomb or two, let them go, man. Like, let them get their moment. Let them have their time on the field to do something productive for everybody. But, you know, it's cool. Again, just a different use. You know, everybody has their you know, their own ways, especially all these high level teams, all the high level players. You know, and it's like, well, it's great. if everybody, has the strength and the power to go for, a big solo and all that. I personally believe if I'm, as long as this team exists and I'm the leader of it, as long as we have people that are going to work together, then I'm always going to put that, put those kind of tactics to use before solo tactics. Like solos should be a here and there operation, and everybody can't go for the solo. You need people to help set it up, to help make the magic happen. Cully, thank you so much for going on Manticore. You weren't satisfied, and I understand. So we're not going to dwell on it. We all had some. It was a rough attack. It was a rough attack. I don't remember what happened here. The gap. That's right. You had a gap that cost you. Fucking gaps. What can you do? But thank you so much, as always, Cully, for everything you've done with this team in the time that you've done it. BR92, Sam85. I guess he was planning something. I'm just being honest, telling you what was happening, but I guess he was planning something, and he said that BR92's attack kind of screwed up his plan. So while I'm giving both of those two players, their appropriate shout out, for their teamwork and for helping us out and for playing along with the gang, at the same time, that's a case in point of, why I think it's time to be done with the Hopper network, because sometimes when everybody's going in trying to do their own thing, others are falling short or are having to overreach to compensate, just tactically speaking. And I'm not talking about any one attack specifically. It's just terms of tactics. So as we're going forward, we were going to be loading. Thank you, Special K. He's off us a few times, good and bad. He's one of the hoppers that I really do like. Going forward, we're just going to be working on a curtain call this week. We're just going to train. As long as we have the intel, we're going to start the operation. I'm just going to keep the roster full myself. I think we need to focus on, the day that I chose not to attack, I'm not going to attack until the absolutely very end. That was a great training. I think we should do a few of those, the ones where I'm just not going to attack. Like you make other people, run some of the earlier stuff. We're going to just keep working at it. We're just going to keep working at it. So, this is, what are we doing? Sam85. Okay, so he's going with the, he's going to attempt to get the shock launcher, shock blaster. He got it. Now he's going to drop the grenades over here. I see this strategy. I've seen a few of the hoppers go with this strategy. I'm not saying it's not a good strategy and all that, but I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it, and I've seen like Spindrift. He's ran like moments like this, and when it works great, as always, it works great. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. This was all right. This was okay. I'm not saying I had a better tactical decision than this. I mean, honestly, based on what you're doing, it seems like it might even be better just to go ahead and run max tanks in this situation. And I know we're all anti, tanks in operation, but I think it would be interesting to see what full boosted max tanks would do in that situation. So I think even though we never use tanks, I think we should at least, be honest that there are certain times where a max tank might be useful, and I really think max tanks over there would have done much better than the grenades. We'll never know because we haven't tried it, so we're going to have to try it at some point. HT on Callisto, forgive me HT, I'm going to skip this. He was trying to get to the back rockets. Just everybody failed on it for like a while, and I'm not going to show that. This is this isn't James. I need to come up with a new name for people with names I don't recognize, because James, I want to keep that one reserved for a very specific symbol that I'll recognize. Good old James. So this is going to be Andrew. So that's my new name. So from now on, if I don't recognize if I can't read your name because of the language, and I'm an ignorant American, and I apologize for that, but if I can't read your name, just to save time, I'm going to call you Andrew. So this is Andrew. Thank you so much, Andrew. Let's speed this along. Let's see what Andrew did. Okay, well, we're not going to watch in detail, but it looks like, some flames got him there. Looks like the timing of the critters was off. It's a hard thing, guys. So I'm calling him TNT. It's 1216-TNT. He destroyed Phobos, so 1216-TNT. I want to thank you so much. This is a brilliant use of your Zookas. Well, it's alright. Was it brilliant? I know we play the joke, well, since you got the win, everything you did was perfect, right? I mean, it was alright. Like, I'm sure it could have been better, a little smoother, a little less damage, but, hey, you did your thing, man. Boom, 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 pop. Great job, 1216-TNT, you the man. Alrighty. Let's see. Nate Dogg on Boomtown. Nate Dogg. I didn't know he had Max Scorchers. That's Nate, right? No. He brought Nate. Oh, okay. He swapped his bigger for his. That's what he did. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Nate, for working with us and swapping accounts and just doing whatever it is. And he does. He really does. He's always been great. He brings Ling over. And as you can see here, he made the swap without even me realizing that he made the swap. So high five for that, Nate. I didn't even catch it, but it just occurred to me that what's going on here. You see, Nate has another account that lives on this team, but Nate is one of the co-leaders, big leader, whatever, of another team, good team. I think we've opted with. I know we've opted with him. I don't know if I've ever done a video on him, but good team, good people. But so anyway, so he has his second account with us, right? And then this account with, and then this account goes to his main team. So because we were going to try Forlorn, and we're always saying, and we're like, fuck it, what's the worst that could happen? And we know we're going to lose. Let's see how bad we lose by. Pretty bad. But, he went ahead and made the swap. So thank you. Thank you for that, Nate. Daryl. What was he going for there? Memory serves. He was going to try to sneak the corner. Let's find out. There's a rough spot. He's going Ruka. Clearing the way. And send the flare out. I'd like to point out that I was the only one that didn't walk through this fucking minefield like everybody else did, it felt like. It was alright, though. Thank you, Daryl. So curtain call, and so me sitting out on curtain call, I think is going to be great. Lil Piper, much love to you, brother. You just keep being Lil Piper, man. You just keep being Lil Piper. So, excellent use of flare, and we asked him, was like, fuck it, just go get those machine guns. What the hell else can you do? Because there wasn't going to be a situation, in my mind, think of it this way, there wasn't going to be a situation in my mind where we were going to need him to go get the win. Great tactical retreat there, brother. Because all the wins were going to require some serious juice, and there was no way Little Piper was going to be able to do that. But he was there. He had a moment. We had a couple machine guns. Great. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Timbo working on it. He went with Scorchers. That's a little more his style. He wanted to just kind of come over here. We're going for rockets and lasers and such. If memory serves, this one went reasonably well. Let's find out how reasonably well. Forgive me for all my memory loss from yesterday. I was a bit frustrated with just the whole thing. Just I wasn't liking the flow of the chat. Wasn't enjoying myself. It was like, all right, fuck it. Well, let's just go in and just do our best, lose this thing, figure out what to do better next time. So we got some ideas. There's definitely stuff to gain from it. Plenty to gain from it. Absolutely. Just smoking on my pipe here, watching this. Fast forward. So he goes through, and I think he gets that one, and then maybe he gets that one. I don't know. He does good. Thank you, Timbo. We're going to get out of there. I did get one great pun. He said, "Hey, you think I should get a couple of those power cells?" And I said, "Yeah, that's fine, but don't burn too much time." Okay. Callisto, Don was not pleased with this attack. I'll save him the frustration. This was Ling, driven most likely by Nate. Could have been Ash, but either way, good job. I think maybe once I've actually spoken to Ash, that he presented himself like, "Hey, this is Ash." And I'm like, "Whoa, it's Ash today. Cool. But it's usually Nate. But I do think I've spoke to him once briefly, but I'm sure he's a lovely person. I understand he's from, did I hear, Japan? India? I don't know. Well, wherever he's from, good job, thank you. And Nate, and whoever the hell is driving this account, it really doesn't matter. Just working them scorchers, Okie dokie. Just going fast. This was Blueberry on Rogue. Mr. Bronsoon, in the guise of Matt Dragon, asked me if I can do this. And I said, sure. I can do this. No problem. After this attack on Blueberry, I then loaded Rifleman. They are 90% off this weekend, something I'm trying to take full advantage of where available. And I just, flared and did all this. And notice how I did it this way? Well, everybody else tried the shortcut, and everybody else stepped on mines. Well, I didn't try the shortcut, and I didn't step on any mines. Something to think about, team. Something to think about. So which way was better? Matt Dragon. Here we go. Driven by Bronsoon. Outstanding. He's really good. He is. He's of legendary status. But then he walked through the mines. I love him though, Good old Braun. Alright, but then he tried it again on our Richard. And now that Matt Dragon has stepped through some of those mines, surely that problem won't happen again. Let's investigate. Okay. Looking good so far. How we doing? Okay, no mines. Good work. Now we got a shot. Nice little reposition. Shock. I don't know, did he lose one? It was alright though. He got some damage over there, right? Good job. Okay. Kaboom. Let's see how he did. This was still on Rogue. He's gotten better, but I think somebody stepped in the mines. Kaboom's one of the guys that really needs to benefit from training. Bajurvane, he tried. So, this curtain call and making them practice on working those establishing attacks. And if everybody, I figure we'll do curtain, because that way if everybody who does gets their practice in, if the operation we'll have enough to compensate. You see what I'm saying? We can beat curtain, we can do it. And if we lose, fuck it, we lose. It doesn't matter. Ed, I want to thank you so much for your attack. It's difficult to communicate with Ed. God bless Ed. We're trying. I'm not gonna give up. But he understood what was being asked of him on Rogue. He knew what he was supposed to do when he was available. I'll just tell you, and I'll keep doing it. You just kind of have to stepping through mines. But shortcut. Everybody's just taking the shortcut, and it leads to things like that. But he cleared the rear. But anyway, But when he first popped up and was like, hey, I'm available, I wanted to put him on Boomtown just to, like, give him something, you know. Like, I'm trying to keep his attacks reasonably simple, not because he's not capable of doing things, but it's a little more difficult to communicate with him. So right now I'm just trying to get decent. So just once, we have yet to have, just here's what I'm waiting for, one time that Ed pops up and I go to my little translations and it just times out right and we're like, Ed, you attack here, go left or go right. Like, it's Ed Ataco Lato Sinestro is left, I believe, and go right. I'm working on it. I'm gonna keep. I got to get better at it. I just got to get better at it because I want to be able to communicate, at least communicate Boom Beach with Ed, even if I can't chat with him, you know, without it being complicated and confusing. This was Willow, driven by, was it me? Yeah, it was me. That's right. So nothing to it. I just got in position. It was a perfect attack. Absolutely perfect. Nothing went wrong. Like, you know, like, boom. Like, you don't get better than that. And then there it is. So it was perfect. I didn't finish it off. You know, I tried. Just wasn't enough beef. But I believe I put on the notes, like, you know, I threw a few names out. Alright, so now we're getting into, and this was the point where, you know, and I don't make a secret of the fact that, you know, later in the evening it's time for me to get off Boom Beach and just kind of veg out and just chill and all that. You know, I put my best thinking hours on Boom Beach in the early part of the day, and then once my brain stops working, which doesn't take too long, but it definitely works better early than it does later, and that's mostly because of, say it with me, the marijuana. Thank you, everybody. So this was Bort. Let's fast forward this. So this is Bort. He's just trying to go over here and you know, clear this side as best as he could. You know, this kind of goes back to what we were saying about the grenades. You know, like, see, like in one little attack, he just, it's alright. It's alright. Okay, I'm sorry. The hoppers frustrated me yesterday. You know, just the whole experience. So this was Pearl. He asked how much GBE he was going to need to get back there. I guesstimated roughly 40. You know, let's find out what happened. This was, you know, later in the evening, so again, and that fucking hot pot, that's a motherfucker, ain't it? That's a motherfucker. But he got back there. It's just, they're tough. They're tough. Was he full boosted? I don't know. I mean, it looks, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, 178%, 98%. Yeah, it had to have been. But Pearl's great. He's been working really hard with us. Alright, Botke. So here's a guy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Filming. Sup. Okay. Alrighty. So, Botke, he was a hopper, you know, that came over, and I guess he went to sleep or something. I don't know what happened, but he was still with us, and we were like, is this guy, why is he here? But he finally woke up, I guess, or got off work, or, you know, finished making his sandwich, a really long sandwich. I don't know, what was he shooting for, though? This is the first time I've watched this attack. Okay. Alright. I was going for shields. Going for the SG. Well, we got one. Thank you so much, Botke. Botke. What we got here? And you wanted to move to Wales, and we know why. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we know why. We know why. Anyway. Fuck you, Cully. Alright, so, anyway. So that was Botke. Bort. This was on, what was this on? This was Big Bort. This was on Manticore. Let's see how he did. Alrighty, this is on the original Bort. Like the awesomest badass as it is this Bort. Let's go for the flare. How's this gonna do? I mean, it looked clean. Just something, like, obviously, something got him. That's how it happens. And then El Porto, this is a $7 victory here. If you ever want to spend $7 on the game, you can expect to get these kind of wins. So thank you so much for this, El Porto. $7 well spent. Awesome. Nice. Great. Okay. See what I'm missing over here in chat. And put some lower accounts into here. Yeah, like, dude, we'll make them work. Yeah, let's give them the dots just to kind of like, dude, why are you even questioning it? Like, are they, I gotta ask this. I'm sorry, I hate to do this on video. Are they getting worked even a little? So there you go. I just want to know, like, if he's telling me that they've got some accounts that they'll at least generate 5 intel a week, that's better than the intel that I'm going to get on all the fillers, you know what I mean? So let him, if he's interested. I don't know where we are, though. Fuck you. Everybody threw me off there. So that was El Porto. Bunana. Working really hard, trying to get it, practicing. Let's see how you did here. Bunana. I'm not sure what your goal is, your objective, so let's just fast forward and find out. So yeah, Piper, if you watch this, or anybody, I just like, yeah, like, we need intel. That's what we need. And if you can just, you know, keep working at it, by all means, we'll make it work. Like, if you've proven, Piper has proven that he can fill space effectively. You know what I mean? So we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And if he's got other accounts, yes, they're intel grabbers at the moment. Sweet. Sweet, bring them. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know how many people are on the roster at the moment. Now that's on my mind. Jesus, Piper, you're throwing me all off. 36? Yeah, we got plenty of room. Wait. Let's grab that. Okay. Fuck! It's got me all confliggled. Okie dokie. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Piper. Hope that works out. He's been very good, and we need intel. So, you know, and we've proven we can make low account works. Like, you know, it's cool. We have proven it. Rogue. So now we're going to do roll on Rogue. Oh, we already set up Rogue. What happened here? Now I'm confused. Did he get disconnected or something? He must have got disconnected. Wait, no, he got force points. Ah, okay, I got it. He popped the shield, but he didn't win, so we're not going to watch it. But he popped the shield. That's what those force points were about. When he popped the shield, if you don't know this, the shield generators then destroy, and that goes towards your force points. So that means he didn't win. Nate, I'm not going to show your win, but good job for getting the win. I think it was pretty obvious. You just beat PMP. Lake Shell on Boomtown, and he's going tanks. Let's see what this is about. I'm curious now, is this I only have like a half a second to attack kind of thing? I don't know. We're going to investigate, see whether or not Lake has been getting a free ride around here. Like, there's people that I definitely love and, you know, we'll always work with and hang out with and all that. I mean, as far as a team artillery, I don't know the context of the conversation. I don't know if he was conversating because this was the night shift, so to speak. You know, and it might have been he just woke up, had only a minute. I don't know. I really don't know. So, but right now, like I said, this is a clean slate. Never happened. Everything that I'm showing you now after today, like, there's no acknowledgement that this day ever happened. So I'm just saying, so get it out. Cully asked me not to show his attacks. I've already shown one, and if he's but he threatened to tell you why I want to move to Wales, and you know, I can preempt it. I can just preempt that and just go ahead and tell you why I want to move to Wales. It's the sheep. They're beautiful this time of year. So anyway, we're just going to show what he did here. What are you doing here? I don't even know. What are we doing here? Like, I don't know, it never happened. So, I mean, obviously you're generating some GBE. And then we get this, then we got a little freeze there. Okay. Trying to get to the rear. And then we let mist to smoke. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's okay, Color. You can tell them that I want to have sex with sheep. Alright, let's accept this guy. Alright. Don was not satisfied with his attack, and he was sick. So we're just not even going to show his. Let's see. Who is that? Waldo? Love it. Wait. God damn it. Alrighty. Level 15. Yeah, I mean, if they're grabbing some intel, we can always kick them and invite them back to make room. So, and they'll understand. He understands what's going on here. But we need the intel, and if he's willing to park them, we'll do it. So, accept. Alright, I gotta focus. Already did. Done. Storm. Had Storm do. And at some point, I think this will be probably the last attack, because after this is, well, really, it's all just been like just trying to get as many force points. So yeah, I think this is a good point to wrap the video up anyway. So, whatever. Yay! It never happened. It never happened. We wanted to see it. We wanted to get barbed wire. We saw it, but we didn't get barbed wire. Did not have a great experience with the hoppers in general. And fuck it, we're gonna load up the roster as long as it's full, because we can beat curtain call. With just the guys we have on the roster right now, we could beat curtain call. It'd be a tough beat, don't get me wrong, but we'd definitely beat it. So we'll just go ahead and make sure the roster is full, and then we'll kick it off, and then we'll just we'll fuck around, and we're gonna train, get better. The goal is to beat the next dead end, unless I have hoppers that are requested. Like, these are the ones that we've come to like, and they understand exactly what we're trying to build here. We don't need just a bunch of hot dogs. We need some guys who are going to play along with the team for a little bit. Like, that's what we're looking for. So if you're not one of those guys, I don't even want you. But if you're one of those guys, I'd like to hang out with you, even if it's just for a couple times a week for an hour. Just long enough for you to hang out, get your attack, give us any opinions you got, and then bounce. Whatever. We'll make it work. Alright, so as always, friends, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. We're open, we're honest, completely transparent. The people we like, the people we don't, we don't. But we make fun of them all equally, because they all deserve it. So, as always, please remember that we are still unboomable, and as always, please, please, please be safe. Thank you.